Hi, I'm Julie McCluskey, and I'm here today at Summit Middle School with Paul Haig and our wonderful Summit County Optimists. Paul, tell us a little bit about the special lunch we're having today and the honor that we are bestowing on some of our students.
Well, once a quarter, we, as the Optimists Club here in Summit County, have worked with the staff here at the school to try and recognize some of the students who participate. It's part of the International Baccalaureate program, I believe, that they do some community service projects. And so we're here today to recognize some of the students for what they have done and to learn about what they have done. And one of my little favorite ideas is that, the saying is it takes a village to raise a child. But pretty soon, these children are now students and they're doing stuff to help the village. So, it all comes around. And so it's a great thing, and we're excited to be here, and we'll look forward to hearing from what these students have done.
That's great. And just a little bit, Paul, about the Optimists here in Summit County. Tell us a little bit about your organization, and for those watching today, how they can get involved and help support our students and our community.
Okay, thank you. The Summit Optimists Club, it's a service club, and our motto is Friend of Youth. Those clubs all across the United States, Canada, and some international. Things we have done in the county right now in the grade schools, we've got the Optimist basketball program going, and a little bit later in the year there'll be a 5th grade girls volleyball teams that our Octagon Club at the high school will help run, and we do these recognitions. We do some outstanding student recognitions later in the year. We have chess clubs at the elementary schools, and so we just try to do things to reach out and help the youth, and anything we do is no cost to the students. Oh,
we appreciate that, and we know our students do too.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Paul. And now we're going to take a moment and hear from some of our students and the great community service, both hours and projects, things that they've been doing around Summit County. Hi, I'm Julie McCluskey, and I'm here with 2 outstanding 6th graders who have done some terrific community service work here in Summit County. Jeremy Vale here on my right, and Willow Greiser on my left. So Jeremiah, tell us a little bit about the great stuff you've done here in Summit County.
I was helping with Cub Scouts. I am their den chief, so I am like one of the den leaders, and I help them and help plan some of the meetings, and I go to all of their meetings with them.
That sounds like a pretty terrific job. Den chief. Does that mean you have a special headdress, or do you wear a special uniform for that?
Well, I'm also in Boy Scouts, so I have my uniform, and then I have a special side thing that goes around my arm on my uniform for that.
That's terrific. And how old are Cub Scouts?
They're 1st grade to 5th grade, and then Boy Scouts is from 5th or 6th grade to 18.
That's terrific. Are you planning to be an Eagle Scout someday yourself?
Yes.
That's awesome. So what were some of the activities you did with the Cub Scouts?
Just recently I went skating, and we have done just the regular DIN meetings, which we meet with that age group, and then a bunch of the pack meetings, which is all of the whole pack there, so all of the grades.
It sounds like a lot of fun, and I bet you're enjoying it because you get to skate and do all of those activities as well, right?
Yep.
Why is community service important, Jeremiah?
Well, I think it's good that people can help other people become better at anything, or so they can do whatever they want to, pretty much.
That's terrific. Well, thank you for your service. And Willow, tell me a little bit about the ice skating rink. I think that's what you were helping out with, right? No. Oops.
I was at the animal shelter, and I helped out with all the dogs and cats for almost a whole day, and me and my mom walked almost all the dogs, and we played with all the cats.
That's terrific. How many dogs and cats were you helping out with?
We were helping out with all the cats that you see on the other side of the little glass, and then we helped out with 3 to 4 dogs.
That's great. And why is it important that you're working at the animal shelter? Do you have an interest in animals, or do you want to do something with animals when you grow up?
I have 4 cats and 1 dog at home, so I love animals, so I thought I'd go and help them who need help.
That's a great thing. And I'm guessing you might be doing more of that in the future, Willow?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll be going back and helping out. I've been over to that shelter, and I think it's a pretty terrific place. It's nice that they have someone like you who cares about the animals to help out. Well, congratulations to both of you. Jeremiah, there's your certificate, and Willow, there's yours. And we hope to see you back here at another community service lunch when you're 7th and 8th graders. All right, thank you. I'm back with Samantha Cheek and Jasmine Lauby, 2 additional 6th graders, right? Both of you 6th grade? All right. Who've done some really terrific community service work. So let's start with Jasmine. Tell me a little bit about the community service you've done this year.
I'm on a ski team, Team Summit, and I actually volunteered for a couple golf tournaments that they had, and one was a glow-in-the-dark golf tournament, and one was just during the day. And I also volunteered for a couple ski swaps that they put on.
That's terrific. So you're a skier yourself. What does this community service, what did the golf tournament and the ski swap, who did they benefit, and what purpose, what was the fundraising for?
The fundraising was to help us promote our ski team to another level and to actually get some more equipment for other skiers that don't have the money.
That's terrific. So it goes to scholarships for students in the area so they can be a part of the team. That's great. I played in that golf tournament. It is really hard to see a glow in the dark ball as it's flying through the air. It was tough.
When it's raining.
And it was raining and muddy, and we were driving golf carts. Well, thank you for all the work you did, Jasmine. It's a great program. We're proud of Team Summit. So Samantha, tell me a little bit about the community service you've done.
I helped the Salvation Army by ringing the bells. And at my old elementary school, I helped out with the movie night.
Which elementary school? You can do a shout out to your pals back there.
Breckenridge Elementary.
Great. And what was the movie night for?
I think it was to help the 4th grade with their field trips. If none of the kids, or if they needed more money for the buses or things like that.
Oh, that's great. So you too were helping students who might not have the resources to participate in a particular program. That's great, Samantha. Why is community service important to you?
Because I think it's important because I can help kids kids or other people who need help.
That's great. And how about you, Jasmine? Why is it important to you?
I think that it builds our community and we get a chance to help other people who can't help
themselves or something like that. Well, great. Thank you both. We're very proud of you. And I am going to present you with certificates. Samantha, congratulations. Jasmine, congratulations. Hi, I'm back here now with 2 7th grade students, Katarina Lee and Brennan Crean, and we're going to talk a little bit about community service. Brennan, tell me a little bit about what you did here in the community.
In the community, I've done a lot, like helping out my church with just like community dinners and doing the Summit Foundation work and doing Breckenridge Backstage Theater.
That's great. Yeah, I think I saw on your reflection sheet that you helped paint the set for one of the recent productions. Tell me about that.
The recent production was Beauty and the Beast over at the Riverwalk Center. They were huge sets. They were some of them were about 30 feet tall, and we just did the kind of base work for it, so it makes it all look nice.
That's great. Do you have an interest in theater or set design?
Yeah, I like to do the booth stuff, and I think it's really fun to just do like acting and stuff.
Oh, that's great. So you're helping out the community and also furthering your own skills and talents in the theatrical world. And the Summit Foundation, what did you do for them, Brennan?
Well, I helped do the duck race, the annual duck race, and their golf tournament.
Wow, so you've been in a lot of different places doing a lot of different things. Thank you. And Katerina, tell me a little bit about the work that you did at Frisco Library.
Well, I just helped shelve books and really just shelve books and make sure they were in the right place. If I found a book that was not really where it was supposed to be, I would remove it and put it where it belonged.
I bet that's a great help. I have seen groups of students in the libraries and a lot of books in many different places. It's wonderful that you were able to help out. Are you a big reader yourself?
I'm a really big reader.
So were you checking out the books while you were going along?
I did sometimes read the books when I was supposed to be working.
I like that. Little double benefit, right? Community service and also furthering your own education. Well, tell me, Katerina, why do you think community service is important?
I think community service is really important because it helps build the community so that it's really stable and everybody has a chance to do things that sometimes maybe in another community they wouldn't be able to do.
That's great. Thank you. And how about you, Brennan? Why is community service important?
I think community service is important because it just helps out your community to make it, nice and stuff, because that's where we live and we always want it to be the best we can get it.
I agree. We always want Summit County to be the best it can be. Well, I have a certificate for each of you. Congratulations, Katerina and Brennan. Nice job. Hi, I'm here with our last three students today, Tori Cadwallader, Vincenzo DeMonte, and Allie Christensen, two of our 8th graders and one more 7th grader. And we're going to talk about community service. Tori, tell me a little bit about what you did at Camp Compassion.
Well, I was there with all the kids, and I was one of the counselors, so I was helping them, and it's really fun to see them have fun.
When is the camp? Is it in the summer, fall?
Yeah, it's in August.
And how many students were you working with?
Well, it's by grade, so about maybe 20 kids.
Wow, that's a lot. What were some of the activities you did with the children?
Well, we got to do a lot of outdoors activities when it wasn't raining, and we played tag a lot. So
Tag, I like that. How about crafts or singing songs, any of that good stuff?
Well, in the morning we always sing songs, and it's really fun to see all the kids get up and sing.
Have you done the camp before?
Yeah, when I was little, I was one of the campers, and then I decided to be a counselor.
I like that. So you participated in the camp, and then you had a chance to give back to the other children. Good job, Tori. Vincenzo, tell me a little bit about your community service.
I did. I helped at 2 different Bible camps at 2 different churches and made many friends that are younger than me.
Oh, I like that. That's a nice thing to hear. How many children were you working with?
Well, at one I probably had a group of 5 or 6 first graders, and then a different group I had about 20 second to third graders.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of children. And now you've got new friends, younger friends. What did they teach you?
How to have fun.
I like that. And these are a couple of camps that you did over the summer?
It's 2 different Bible camps, and I also helped out at Dillon Valley for summer school.
Oh, wonderful. What were you doing there?
Well, the kids would come and they'd go to different rooms, and I helped mainly with helping them read and log their reading and stuff like that. They read to me. It was cool.
That's great. Reading is an important thing to learn how to do, especially in those early years, and it means a lot to the students to have an older student there to help. So nice job. Allie, tell us a little bit about what you did, because you really took community to a much bigger level. You traveled out of the state.
We went to New York it was a mission trip. It was a church group, and we redid someone's house, and we cleaned out a building that had been devastated by Hurricane Sandy, and we cleaned rubble and just tried to make it a better community.
That's a tremendous experience. What were your impressions of the area that you saw and the people that you met?
The area was where we were the first few days was just completely destroyed, is Rebel on the Floor and everything. And the people we met were the friendliest people ever, and I loved them so much. It was so fun.
Have you stayed in touch with them since your trip?
We haven't, but we do have their contact information. So.
That's great. And I think it's wonderful that we have so many students helping out here in Summit County, and it's nice when we can take it to that next level and start seeing a bit more of the world around us and helping out. So thank you, Allie. One question for all of you. Why do you think community service is important?
I think it's important because it helps your community a lot and it builds onto it. So it's like you're just like helping everybody.
That's great. Thank you, Tori. Vincenzo?
I think community service is important because it's very simple and it just helps everybody in the community. Just takes a couple hours to make a huge difference.
Oh, thank you. Just a couple hours to make a huge difference. Allie?
I think community service is important to build a better community, and when you do community service, you get better in touch with the people and things in your community.
I like that too. Well, congratulations to all of you. I have some certificates to present. Tori, thank you for the work you did at Camp Compassion. Vincenzo at the Bible camps in Dillon Valley. And Allie, thanks for helping out in New York. Congratulations to all of you.